guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to Ash Heart Books. Today I'm here to do a super fun tag. It is the Fictional Book Boyfriend tag, and this tag is pretty old, so I couldn't actually find who the original creator of the tag was. If I do find it, I'll make sure to link it down below, but it just looked like such a fun tag, and who doesn't love talking about like fictional boyfriends and books and boys and all that fun stuff. So I decided to do it today. I wasn't tagged or anything, but I just decided to do it anyways. So let's go ahead and get started. There are 10 questions, and for each question you pick which boyfriend would fit the situation the best. So the first question is, who is the most romantic book boyfriend? And for this one, I'm going with Romeo from #Nerd or the #Nerd series by Cambria Hebert. I love this one. I feel like I haven't really talked about this series very much on this channel, but I really love this series. It's like a sports, I think it's new adult romance. They're in college, and he is just the sweetest person. So he's like the jock and she's definitely the nerd, which is very stereotypical, but I just think they're the sweetest couple, and he does so many sweet things for her. It's the little things. So like in the book, she loves hot apple cider, and he always makes sure there's hot apple cider at his house, and she's always cold, so he gives her these really fancy slipper boot things for Christmas. It's just so sweet. So he's the most romantic. Question number 2 is the boyfriend who is dark and moody but with a good side, which I mean is kind of every YA boy out there, but I picked one, and I picked Damon Black from the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. He is just, in the first book, he is such a jerk, and he's just, at first you don't really know what to think of him. He's treating Katie kind of like crap, and he's just, every time you ask him what his problem is, he just says, he doesn't really give an excuse. He's just that way. But as you get to know him and the series moves on, he definitely becomes such a sweet and very loyal friend and boyfriend. So I think he's definitely moody though. Very moody, but sweet. Question 3 is, who is your paranormal boyfriend? So I realize I haven't read much paranormal lately. I used to love it, but I need to get back into it. I haven't read much, but the one that came to mind first was Kaiden Rowe from the Sweet Evil trilogy by Wendy Higgins. I've talked about this one before. I love this trilogy. He is definitely the bad boy of the paranormal world, and he's again one of those ones that's very hard exterior in the first part of the first book, and then he kind of just melts by the third, and the epilogue part of the third book was perfect. Sorry if you guys hear my cat meowing again. She is having a time. I don't know what she's doing, but she has decided she's gonna be part of the video today. So sorry. Okay, next question is boyfriend you want to tame. I would like to go ahead and just put it out there, like a lot of other people have said, you can't actually tame or change anybody. I'm well aware of that, and in real life, I would not probably try to. But in fictional world, it does work pretty well when the heroine is able to tame someone, although I still believe it's because they want to change as well, typically. But the one I picked was Sebastian from Devil in Winter by Lisa Kleypas. I've talked about the Wallflower series all the time on this channel. I love these books, and he is such a rogue and rake in the first 2 books in this series, especially the second book. He's kind of almost like a villain in the second book, so when you hear that he's going to be the hero of the third book, if you're like me, you're thinking, how is she going to do that? How is she going to redeem him? But she does, and so I would Evie definitely tames him in this book, so I would my shot at taming him. But he's just such a wonderful character. I think he's really well fleshed out. He's got a lot going on, and he does have kind of reasons for the way he was. So I love him. I would give it a hand at taming him. So the next question is boyfriend that you friend zone. So for this one, I had to go with Peeta Mellark from Hunger Games. I know a lot of other people, when I've watched videos, said the same thing, but it was the first thing that popped in my head. I actually don't have the book here. I can't find my copy of Hunger Games. I know they're here somewhere, but Peeta is so sweet, and he's such a good person. I mean, seriously, Peeta is a better person than most of us in this world, but for me, I just didn't feel necessarily all the chemistry with Katniss. I mean, I did like them together, but it was more like a support system than like romance. So I don't know, for myself personally, I would have to friendzone Peter, but he'd be a great friend. So the next question is, who is your soulmate? That's a very hard question. I mean, that's a lot of commitment right there, but I did pick one. So I went again with another Lisa Kleypas book, and I went with Marcus from It Happened One Autumn. This one and Devil in Winter are kind of tied in my mind as my favorite in this series. I love Marcus. He comes off as very like straight-laced and very like rule abider and very like to the point and kind of blunt in the beginning, but he definitely, when Lillian comes in, this like feisty American kind of heiress, she definitely shakes him up, and you kind of find out that there's a lot more to him. And I really like him, and I feel like I related to him. I don't know why, because I have nothing in common with him, but I just really loved him. And if I have to have someone forever, I think that his huge sprawling estate and being one of the richest men in England wouldn't hurt the situation. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. So the next one is boyfriend you want to elope with. So there's a lot of these. I feel like I could have put the same answer for a few of these questions, but I was trying to come up with different ones. So I kind of just picked and chose which one I chose for which one. So for this one, for eloping with, I have kind of two answers, which is cheating, but oh well. So one is Will Herondale, because I just feel like he would be someone who would tell Tessa like, hey, we're gonna go elope. Like maybe they did. They didn't in the book though, right? We didn't see that at least. So Will Herondale, I feel like he would be like, let's go right now. We're gonna get elope. Like we don't care about who's there. We just want like a small ceremony, and I think it'd be really sweet. My second choice for eloping would be Rush Finley for In the Fallen Too Far series by Abby Glines. He is just like your bad boy rock star who, with a heart of gold, who I just feel like I would elope with him. If he asked me, I would say yes. And even in the book, they don't elope, like spoiler alert, they don't elope, but I think he talks about it and he's like, I want to marry you right now. He's just that kind of like, you know, spur of the moment, like let's go type of person. So I feel like he would, and even though I am not that person at all, I might say yes if he asked. So the next question is boyfriend you would travel anywhere with. And for this one, I went with Adrienne from Bloodlines. I don't actually know why I picked him for this, but I just love Adrienne, and I do feel like they go on some like road trips kind of in this. I think he could be okay. I mean, he would protect me, keep me safe, and I just think I wouldn't get tired of Adrienne. You know, whoever you're going on this trip with, you need to like really like, so I think he'd be a good choice. So I love Adrienne, love this series. If you haven't checked out the series, go read it. The next question is, who would you want to be stuck on a desert island with? And I went with Reich Meadows from the Addicted series, but in particular like Hot House Flower and Long Way Down are him and Daisy's story. And Reich Meadows is a rock climber, and he's very adventurous. They love to go outside and go like hiking and biking and like anything outside and adventurous. So I feel like on a desert island, he might be able to actually get me off the island, which is to me like the important part, and he would make the process of getting off the island really enjoyable. So Reich Meadows. If you guys haven't read the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie, go check it out. They've got really great couples, really great just like touching moments. I highly recommend. And the last question is, who is the most badass boyfriend? So I feel like a lot of people put this answer, but it is the most appropriate answer, and I put Reese from Court of Mist and Fury and, you know, the subsequent books. He's just badass. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Like, yes, he is sweet and romantic, so I could have put him for those as well, but let's be honest, he's badass, and so is like everyone else in that book. Like, that's just, Thera and Reese are like a badass couple. So I had to choose him for this one. Love him, and I love this series. Okay guys, so those are all of my fictional book boyfriends. Let me know down below if you agree with any of these or if you absolutely disagree with them. I would really like to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like or subscribe if you would like to, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!